2025 is bringing a lot of weird predictions with it. From impending crisis to alien encounters, the purveyors of Nostradamus are predicting a wild and woolly 2025. But none of your prophets got the lowdown like I do, 'cause I've been to the future. That's right, I've not only seen it, I've lived it. And yes, John Titor has nothing on this old man. Now, first up is a little prediction of little consequence to anybody but me. This is the year I go bald, and I ain't exactly looking forward to July 19th of 2025. But like all my predictions, you can't run away from what the future's gonna bring. Just like no one is gonna be able to run from the tidal wave that washes over this nation when Trump loses the election. A tidal wave that carries all his supporters over the border to Mexico, where they make a home for themselves and bitch about their Mexican offspring not being allowed to illegally cross the border into Texas. Now I'm going to depart here because in the multiverse, there is a future where Trump actually won the election. And I'm mentioning this so you know how fucked you are if you happen to live in that multiverse. Because in that universe where Trump won, all women were required to be married to Trump and Trump alone. And that happened after Trump scientists discovered that Trump's sperm was the only viable sperm left in the universe for reproductive purposes. And believe it or not, there are some women in that multiverse that actually love Donald Trump. Well, let's return to our own reality. While war will be a worrisome nuisance for everyone across the globe for most of 2025, the old man with a beard will finally have had enough when on December 22nd, Santa Claus makes a worldwide appeal to all nations, exclaiming, "There will be no more delivering of presents until all the naughty men learn how to play nicely." World peace will then last for 23 minutes until Vladimir Putin launches a nuke toward the North Pole on Christmas Eve. Before that happens, though, scientists will reveal that they have developed the warp speed engine, developed by back engineering the nacelles, after finding the USS Enterprise, a futuristic weird spaceship from a mirror universe that crashed in the Rocky Mountains. Now, in the world of wrestling, Supermania will become the world's biggest sporting event when Netflix televises the live event later this summer. What pushes Supermania over the edge is the return of midget women wrestling in mud while singing the theme song from The Wizard of Oz. And of course, the referee was the old green badass witch. And when the NFL saw the ratings on Supermania, they made the appropriate decision that all quarterbacks, that's right, quarterbacks, they got to wear now a jockstrap, but nothing else, while singing God Bless America. In the end zones now are all mud pits. That actually sounds kind of cool. Mud pits for end zones, I mean. Moving on to the world of science, we'll read toward the end of the year the greatest discovery science will ever make. And that is that our reality is a hologram, a computer game. And worse, it's a multiplayer game that's being played by a vast number of alien civilizations across the universe. A universe that really doesn't exist. Confused? I am too. That's why I'm moving on to tell you that this is the year we discover, or is it rediscover, Atlantis. Turns out Atlantis was a small island in Lake Superior, which in turn makes for another mystery to be solved. Like, where did all the Atlanteans go? There is some evidence the Atlanteans might have hollowed out the moon and taken up residence inside, which explains why the moon is hollow. Yes, my flaky friends, this is shaping up to be a hell of a year. And if we happen to live through it, well, 2026 will be worth it. Because if you add up the numbers in 2026, they add up to 10. And you know who's a 10, right? That's right. They're going to remake the old movie, 10, with Bo Derek all over again. And I can't wait till next year. I mean, like, I mean, really, where did 2024 go? I mean, it just seems like yesterday I was up recovering from a hangover from New Year's Eve. Okay, wasn't that big of a thing because I was in bed by 8 o'clock. That's what happens when you grow old. You go to bed early. Yeah, it is a new year, though, and it went by, last year went by quick. But you know what? As always, this is a fun video to do. I always enjoy doing them. And just so you know, my middle name is not Nostradamus, and that is why none of my prophecies ever come really true. But I get close a couple of times. But I'm guessing that one about multi-universes, that's probably right on. I'm probably really close with that one. What universe did you live in? What universe do you live in is what I meant to say. Anyway, what else is there? Well, I don't know. Maybe I should just do a shot of tequila and look forward to the next new year. Happy New Year, my friends. 2025 is going to be a wonderful year. And that's a promise from this old man to you. And just wait. Next year at this time, I'm going to be bald as shit. Ha ha!